We're out right now, number 6.
You gotta watch yourself.
It's called Backstabbers.
Watch your back.
You know what it is.
You gotta listen. You gotta be ready to learn.
You got to.
You heard?
Let's hit that hook real quick. Why you gotta backstab me? Ooh wee. Why you gotta backstab me? Ooh wee. Why you gotta backstab me? Stab me.
Why you gotta backstab me? Stab me.
Yes. Backstabbers. Number 6 on the ABLM soundtrack. We still here in the Lion's Den. And we're not going to go anywhere until we finish dissecting what we're talking about. And some of these dissects are going to be a little brief. It can be a perspective that you might think like, oh, Leo, that's just your perspective. When the songs are catered to a universal conglomerate perspective. You can listen to this and keep it in this context, and you can find something with it and you can add to it. If you got an opinion on what it is, put in the comments below. It's cool. But backstabbers, we all got them. Definitely if you're going for something new, you're going for something great, you're going to have somebody that's going to look in your face and give you a smile, but they're holding something in the back of their back to get you when you turn around. I just said on track number 5, Backdoor Joe. We need that back safety route. If Martin Luther King had one, he would be good and still here probably to this day. Or he would have died of old age and not assassination. Same with Malcolm X. Same with Nipsey Hussle. You know, there's certain things out here, when you start climbing up the charts, you start climbing up, you know, these different upper echelons, and, you know, you start being a pillar in your communities and all these different things, somebody's going to hate and envy. We're in the devil's nest, man. You're following, you're being directed by your angels. You're being directed by God. You're praying every day. You're praying, man, and these things start coming effortlessly to you, sweatlessly. You start accomplishing these things that actually putting you in the right rooms, in the right mental space, in the right spiritual place, in the emotional, in the mental world. And now you start seeing your physical start changing for your own reality to start being something positive. You start vibrating higher and higher. And then you get backstabbed. You can get backstabbed by your friends, your family, your foes, your co-workers, you know, anybody that despises your progression. You got to ask yourself, dang, why you got to backstab me? Why you got to backstab our leaders? Why you got to backstab the people that's trying to empower another to do something better for themselves, to be greater? Why? These are conversations that people don't want to have, but it needs to be had, and definitely in my community. You see what I'm wearing? I'm geared up. ABLM. Always. And the same people who stand for something, they dying for less. Because there's too many people out here want your place, but they don't even know how to walk in your steps. They can't even fit your shoes. They can't even have the same mental capacity to actually go with the ideas or deal with the things that you're probably getting over. You're crossing those hurdles. You're breaking those breakthroughs. You're actually getting through those things, and people are just envious to when you got it. When we all have the same opportunities, we all could do these things. And what if we did it collectively? But there's always one of those trying to pull you back in the bucket. There's always one of those that's trying to put the wrench into the plan. When somebody's always trying to fix something that doesn't need fixing because it ain't broke. Why? I mean, there's always a thing talking about you need the good with the bad and the bad with the good. Yes, that's a balance. But we have to have proper discernment about the people that we hang with. We have to have a more quality of relationships around us, not quantity. Too many people out here running amok and trying to be the leader of the leads and trying to lead the followers and the blind to this place and that place. And then you start understanding why your plan is started to be dismantled by people of what? For what? Because you got backstabbers, man. I'm just saying, you got to watch where you at. You got to, watch your back. You got to watch your front, your right, your left. You can't just be out here willy-nilly and just trusting anybody. So if you can't trust just anybody, you better find something to trust in. And I could tell you the plan. You better trust in God, man. Trust in God, then trust yourself that you trusting in the right source of all things, seen and unseen. And that's how it starts. Once you trust God, you ain't got to worry about backstabbers. You ain't got to worry about people trying to get over you, because guess what? You running with a force that created them. You're running with a force that's, any weapon that forms against you won't prosper. But guess what? They're going to form. Those weapons going to form, but they won't prosper. So that's what backstabbers all about. This record right here, track number 6. Let's go ahead and listen to this verse. Let's go.
Why you gotta hit a nigga from the back? I got a couple rooters for the big, careful of the intruders. And they don't care if you gon' stay straight. If I did the ball,
rapper start selling crack.
it's not just the system in mouth. The homie was slain to sluts. They flag and we know they false. We try to get a lead is backstab. And the bleed is backstab.
Backstabbers, I know the stab. You gotta watch that. You see what I'm saying? Backstabbers, you know they stabbing, you gotta watch that. They slay my homie down in Slauson, boy. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story right there. But the fact of the matter is, we in the mix. We want something greater for ourselves. And you can have that. But we gotta get done trying to chase man and all his luxuries and all his superficials, and get right officially with the one who created the whistles. We got to get right with the source. We got to get right so we can be better for ourselves. There's no way we're going to be perfect. We're already perfect with our imperfections, because we could get better and better every breath we take, every blink that we blink, every breath that we inhale and exhale, man. But just remember, those backstabbers out there stabbing, so you got to watch that. Prepare yourself with grace and brace yourself with nothing but the kingdom. Seek the kingdom, everything, righteousness, and everything else will be yours, for sure. I'm going to go ahead and ride out with this hook. Let's go. Why you gotta... Ooh, wee. Why you gotta backstab me? Why you gotta backstab me, stab me? Yeah, yeah.